to Suchitra Rathi, and today we are going to discuss the next topic of Unit 4 of Organizational Behavior. The topic is Organizational Changes. We all have heard a very popular saying that nothing is permanent in life except change. This is a very popular saying which says that everything in life is temporary. Everything changes. So nothing is permanent in life except the changes. Now, what are these changes? The definition of organizational changes, it is the movement of an organization from one form or one state to the another. Or you can understand it in like it is transformation or modification of the organizational structure, processes, goods, resources, etc. This is very important to understand that everyone wants to grow in life. And if you want to grow, if you want to develop, changes are essential. So that is why we say that it is necessary for growth and development of an individual also and also for the organizational growth also. It is a natural process. It is a natural process. It occurs naturally. You don't need to put in lot of efforts, but it is natural. If you want to grow, changes will take place. Transformation will take place. This is to make things different. आज का समय कैसा है? हमको कुछ ना कुछ नया चाहिए. We want to see things that are different. कुछ नया हो, कुछ different हो पहले से. People are experimenting type of people. बहुत जल्दी बोर हो जाते हैं. तो इसीलिए जरूरी क्या है? We have to make things different. Now, it is inescapable or necessary aspect of life. You cannot avoid it. It is inescapable. You have to be part of it. You have to bring in changes in your life and also in your organization. Now, why these changes are essential? What are the factors, forces, or what things are there that pressurizes an organization to bring in these changes? So there are certain internal and external forces, or we can say factors, that are responsible for it. And what we can do is we have to adapt to these changes. We cannot run away. Running away is never a good strategy for life. So we have to adapt these changes. The best thing is understand what is happening, understand those changes, accept those changes, and adapt to those changes. So adaptability should be the best strategy, and this is the best quality, this is a good quality of a good management. Now let us understand what are the forces or factors, or we can say what is the need for change. In the previous semester, that means in the BBA third semester, we have gone through a subject that is business environment. There we all have studied about two components, two types of factors that are part of environment. Those factors are internal factors and external factors. Similarly, here also two types of factors or forces are there, which because of which the need for change emerges. Now, what are these internal factors and what are the external factors? As we all know, internal environment, this is in our hands because it is within the organization, so it is controllable. While external environment, it is outside the organization, it is the bigger environment beyond our controlling limit, so it is uncontrollable. Now, what are the different things that are part of it? So under internal environment, we take these different reasons. For example, change in managerial personnel. Suppose some higher authority person has resigned from your organization or left your organization, and some other person has joined, like CEO has been changed. So previously the boss was, the manager or CEO was of another style of leadership. He was an autocrat. Now the new person who has joined, he is a leader, he is a person with participative management style. So the working of both kind of people is totally different.
So such things, and there are many other reasons because of which we require changes in the organization. Then declining effectiveness or productivity. If the productivity or effectiveness of your organization is decreasing, so it is a very big problem for the organization, for the management, and they would like to make some steps, they would like to take some measures here. So there are also changes required. Coming to next point, changes in work climate. Sometimes it is a need of the hour that we need to bring in certain changes in our work climate, work culture, in the working system also. So then also a need for change emerges. Then deficiency in the existing systems. As we have discussed in the earlier video also, sometimes organization requires redesigning of the system. New working, new lifestyles, new kind of employees are coming. So now, and as I said earlier also, that suppose your leader is now a participative style. So we require an open system in the organization. We require less hierarchical levels, or any other changes are required, or we are moving towards automation, we are bringing in improvements in the technology. So then also these require a redesigning of the structure, so that means changes are required. Then management of the crisis. If we are in the crisis, if we are in the shortage of resources, or some strikes, lockouts, some kind of problem has taken place, so to get rid of that problem, we require changes. Then employee expectations. Today the expectations of employees are changing, they are becoming more demanding, they are more aware as compared to the previous years. So the flexible timing, flexible working hours are required, and gender equality is required. So many things are there which has to be incorporated in the organization. So this is all about the internal factors. Now coming to the external factors, as I said earlier, these are uncontrollable. These are beyond our controlling limit. So technological changes, globalization, then social and political changes are there. Other factors like cultural changes, cultural factors. These are different factors that affect your organization, and time to time you have to adjust accordingly. If you will not adjust, if you will not adapt, if you will be rigid, then you will not be able to grow, you will not be able to develop. Then workforce diversity. This is a very big challenge in front of organizational behavior. Now our workforce is changing. For example, previously only male workers were there in the workforce. Today, females are also there. Then previously only adult people they were there in the workforce. Now today we have adults, youngsters, we have retired people also, and every type of males, females, or youngsters, or retired person, they all have a different style of working. So we have to create an environment where all such people are able to work properly and give their good performance, and they are able to be highly productive. So these are the reasons where changes are required. Then managing ethical behavior. Today, CSR, that is corporate social responsibility, social audit, social responsiveness, these are the keywords. Every organization has to be socially responsible today. So ethics, moral values, these are something which need to be part of the strategies of an organization. So to bring in these values in our system, in our strategy, there also we require changes in the organization. So these are the various reasons which make us feel that changes are required in the organization, they have become necessary, and everyone should be ready to accept to those changes and adapt to it. We will surely grow and develop. Thank you.